All right, hey y'all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be amending some of my fall beds. I am doing literally small sections at a time because it's hot. It's hot outside. I'm making this video after I've already showered, changed my clothes, but I forgot to do an intro. So if you're new to my channel, hey, welcome. My name is Aisha, otherwise known as Miss Champagne. Welcome to Growing by Faith, okay? I live in West Central Florida, Zone 10A, and I am starting my fall garden. I'm going to show you some clips of the beds that I've already started to break down and how I amend my beds to get ready for the fall. So I hope you enjoy. All right, so here is my garden update for the fall. I have chopped and dropped a lot of the cover crop, which was the sun hemp. I left the okra because it was still producing. I'll pull it when I get ready to plant my fall crops. I removed this cranberry hibiscus that was dying. It dropped a lot of seeds, so all of those are cranberry hibiscus seeds that I will be pulling. I'm going to put down some of this Pro Mix mixed with a little bit of the Black Cow. And then I also removed some of the fence here. I trimmed back this bougainvillea. As much as I love the way this plant looks, it's a pretty aggressive grower, and you can't really just chop and drop it anywhere because of the thorns. I don't want to step on it. I don't want my dogs to step on it. So this is pretty much the only area where I'll throw them. And even still, I'm not completely satisfied with this area. I did remove all of the, what was here? The Dune sunflower. Only because I read that it was, had allelopathic tendencies, which can inhibit other plants from growing. What made me Google it is I noticed that my beautyberry that was close to where the Dune flower was growing started dying. So I've removed all of that from over here. I'm going to put down some fresh mulch in this area. I do plan on eventually putting in a different color fence. Is that my mango? No, it is. I knew that was gonna happen. I had 2 mangoes still left on my dwarf Hawaiian. I had a feeling. Yep, it was right here. Darn it. Well, this one's coming in the house. Okay. Where was I? Tried to pull up a lot of the weeds that were in here, brush off a lot of the sand that was displaced when they were putting in the fence. This I'll do last. I may add some more herbs. I'm going to be taking some rosemary cuttings. Probably do some harvesting. This parsley is over a year old, so I'm going to take that out. And I have to refresh these like one at a time, like take all the soil out, mix it, and then kind of put it back in, make sure there's no roots. That I found is the best method to keep things growing in here. Otherwise, these green stalks can get root bound pretty quickly depending on what you're growing. I'll probably just bury the marigolds in here, and whatever seeds germinate is fine. We had a lot of nematode issues in this bed and this bed. So I'm just going to assume there's nematodes in all of these beds. I'm going to be treating them with crab meal. which is supposed to help eliminate a lot of the root knot nematodes, along with the marigolds who are supposed to help, and then a lot of organic matter, which is where the black cow compost and the Pro Mix is going to come into play. So lots of organic matter. Try to get this bed ready. I do not plan on putting any nightshades, so no tomatoes or peppers. This will primarily be like broccoli and cabbage in my collards area. So when I transplant, these are easier to cover with the insect netting to keep the cabbage moss off while they're still young. So I'm going to get started on that. I'm not going to record it because my phone gets too hot. It's 8 in the morning, but the sun is already up and it's already hot. So I'll show you guys what it looks like once I am done. All right, I'll be back. That was the crab meal. And it's all natural fertilizer. NPK is 4, 3, and 0. So let's see if this works. All right, now I'm just going to mix this Pro Mix and the Black Cow. This was $20. So we're gonna have to make this stretch. I don't know, it has good reviews, so hopefully it's worth the $20 I paid for it. I like that it was easy to carry. It has like a nice little handle, because usually anything more than like 1.5 cubic square feet is hard to handle. So I'm going to do about half of this because it's compressed, which is how they can fit so much in this little bag. It's very light and fluffy. Reminds me of seed starting mix. All right. Mix this with the Black Cow. Can't believe how hot it is. Then when I get closer to transplant time, I'll put in some blood meal, since I'm mostly going to be planting brassicas and greens. So many Go Fritillaries this morning. All right, let's get this in the bed. That's one bed down. All right, we are done with the beds. So I added the crab meal and the compost mixed with the Pro Mix. I was able to top off all 4 beds. I'm gonna say these are like 3x6, something like that. I think it's a 3x6. So left behind, this is my lemon thyme. It was still doing well, so I didn't want to harvest it and pull it out just yet. This patch of marigold still had a healthy root system, so I left it. Another go further, Larry. This patch of marigold I left. That okra is still producing, so I left it. It's been slow, so maybe with the top dressing it'll give it a little boost, because normally this crimson spineless okra is like 3 to 4 feet tall, but that's how I can tell this bed was starting to lack in nutrients. So I am going to add a lot of blood meal when I get ready to plant the fall crop. And then I have the okra left here. This marigold got a little bit beat up, but we'll see if it survives. We've got some okra here. And same, it didn't grow as well as it did last year, but I didn't top work the beds in the springtime, which I should have. Because that's something that you need to do with your above ground beds or containers, is top work them and constantly add in nutrients, because it's very different from in-ground gardening where they have a lot more organic matter in the actual soil. This is above ground, and it's on top of landscaping fabric, so the roots don't really get a chance to access anything other than what you put in a container. And containers are going to wash out and leach nutrients a lot faster than plants in ground. So note to self, every fall, every spring, I need to make sure I am amending these beds. And then I'm going to start cover cropping every summer, because it actually worked out. It was less maintenance. I didn't really have to do anything in this area. It looks a little wild, but it's hands off, because the summertime is really hot. It's hard to get out here and do stuff other than take care of my animals, maybe do a quick harvest if I can. So this worked out. I will let you know when I get ready to hopefully transplant in the next 4 weeks. I should be ready to transplant a lot of my seedlings. So this is going to compost in place. I am going to cover this with some straw. I didn't see the straw I wanted at Tractor Supply, but I am going to cover this, otherwise it'll be covered in weeds and grass and everything else. So I am going to cover this. All right, till next time. Hope you guys are getting ready for fall. Bye.